Hi, I'm Ram Gopal from allppttemplates.com. In this edition of Quick and Useful PowerPoint Tips series, you're going to learn some useful information about grouping objects on a slide. Here in this slide, I've got a set of copies of rectangular bars to show you the difference grouping makes to your business slides. The first important thing that I would like to share with you is about the use of grouping to align objects easily. Let us say I want to align these set of items with this set of items. The one manual way of doing it is to move these items individually and align them one after another. The problem with this is it not only takes a lot of time but also is error prone. Whereas if I were to group these items together using the shortcut called Control G, this is something which is very useful because we will be using grouping quite a lot in business slides. So the shortcut for grouping is Control G. If you want to ungroup, you can use Control Shift G and that will ungroup the items. The other way to group the items is, now you have all of these selected, you can go to right click, group, and to ungroup, right click, group and ungroup. So those are the ways in which you can group and ungroup elements. Now coming back to what we have talked earlier about aligning these two set of shapes. Now when I select these items and use Ctrl G to group them and select these items and use Ctrl G to group, now I just have to align two items instead of aligning these many items individually. So aligning becomes extremely easy with grouping function. Now let me go back and keep these elements ungrouped, and I'm going to have this grouped so I can show you the distinction. The second thing is in terms of resizing. If I were to resize these set of shapes to say 50% of their size, let me hold the shift button and resize them. You can see as I resized, the relative gaps between these items is not maintained. Whereas since we have this grouped, if I were to resize this by holding the shift button and if I resize, you can see that the relative distance is maintained. Therefore, whenever you're working with a lot of individual items, it always helps to know which of the elements to group so you can resize and work with them with much better control. So that is the second important thing about grouping. The third and very interesting distinction is PowerPoint treats these elements as individual items, whereas when they are grouped, these elements are treated as one object. And I'll tell you how this difference is very clearly pronounced when we use gradient fill. Let us go to shape fill option and let us use gradient fill option from left to right, linear right. Here you can see that the gradient is applied from darker to lighter colors here in a particular way. For every individual panel, you can see that the color goes from dark to lighter variation. Whereas for this group, if I were to apply the same gradient fill, you can see that the gradient gets applied evenly over these various panels. So it starts from the darker color here and it goes to lighter variations here in a much more smoother fashion. The difference is even more pronounced when I say that if I were to fill this with picture, let us assume, right click, go to format object, and let us, instead of using gradient fill, let us use picture or texture fill. And this is something that is already there in the clipboard. Let me say that I am using this to insert. The picture gets inserted in each of these individual panels. Whereas if I were to insert the same picture in this group by going to picture or texture fill, and this, you can see that the picture is inserted as one image across these various panels. The best part about grouping is, even though they are all treated as one object, you can work with these individual elements the way you want. For example, I can move this element a bit down here, I can move this slightly here, I can move this down, I can move this up, I can do anything I want, and you can see that we have created some very interesting design effect here because we could group these elements together. Grouping is an extremely versatile and useful function in PowerPoint, and knowing how to group elements can really make you create much better business slides. When we move to advanced tutorials in PowerPoint, you will see the power of grouping in full flow. For now, the thing that I would want you to remember is the shortcut for group is Ctrl G. The shortcut for ungroup is Ctrl Shift G. Second, grouping helps you to align elements easily. Grouping helps you to resize elements much more professionally. And third, grouping helps you to create some very interesting design patterns. To learn more such tutorials, please visit us at allppttemplates.com. Allppttemplates.com is a site that provides you 3,500 plus ready-to-use PowerPoint templates for business presentations. Thanks a lot for watching the video, and happy presenting.